With your connection to agriculture, I'm Alicia Thurn. It's October, the fall weather is coming in, and it's the perfect time to visit a pumpkin patch like Porter's Patch located in Bondwell, Wisconsin. Troy Porter shared with me some of the challenges of planting 55 different varieties for consumers to come and look at and pick pumpkins. You know, challenges are probably not something that you typically are looking at when walking through a pumpkin patch, but farmers do face them.
Yeah, that's very true. We're trying to combat. We have something when we first plant our seeds that's eating it. We think it's mice because they just crack the shell and eat the meat out of the center. But that's always disappointing when you see that on the surface, the cracked seeds, and you know that whole area is not going to come up in pumpkins and it's just going to get overrun with weeds. Because that's the biggest thing you're trying to do with a canopy. You get that canopy to cover all the ground, and then that's going to keep your weeds from competing. And that does very well. Some years it works very well for us. And I think what makes it more difficult for us is we plant 55 different varieties of pumpkins. And, you know, a lot of them are more decorative. They are a squash. They're edible, you know, but that's what makes it difficult because they don't all grow the same way. And if we were just to plant one, we could really pinpoint it and make it a lot easier because we know how it's going to grow. We know how far it spreads. But sometimes you're trying to fit all these different varieties in and they just don't mesh with the other ones because some need a very big area to produce, you know, like a large pumpkin, and they really vine out where you're a smaller type pumpkin, like a semi-vine one, doesn't need a big area at all. So that gets a little interesting at times.
Again, that was Troy Porter with Porter's Patch located in Bondwell, Wisconsin, and he shared some challenges that they face when planting 55 different varieties of pumpkins. And that's your connection to agriculture. I'm Alicia Thurn.